Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome to this week's edition of Mods Worth Noting. You know how you sometimes didn't realize you needed something until you saw it? Snow pole here is one of those things. So this just gives you a basic ability to put in a pole along a roadway or a driveway as normal. And being from a heavy snow region as I am, we have things like this all over the place, but never thought about the fact that I've not really seen one in game. So really nice to see this. They're $25 a piece, and as the screenshot shows, you can just go ahead and place them to your heart's content and make your driveway clear so that when you snowplow during a snowy season, you can follow the appropriate directions. From the same modder as snow poles, Zers Holes Welton, not sure if I'm saying that right, is geotags. Another mod that allows you to place markers on the map and you can teleport to them. And you can see they come in 1 through 9. I love production mods as they add some complexity to the game. Herbicide production is one that I don't recall seeing before, where you can produce your own herbicide. So you can see the recipe below. You're going to need canola, manure, potatoes, and some lime. And if you don't have lime, it also lets you produce lime. So the lime can be produced for every 100 stone, it'll give you 150 lime. From Mac Trucker 9211, we have Lizard Configurable Weight. So you can see it's basically a bar that allows you to put different sliding weights on it, and you can adjust the weight, as you can see, between 14,070 to 9,167 kilograms, which translates into 3,240 pounds to 20,209 pounds, and a base price of $500. Another really interesting mod, grain containers that are exactly that. You can bulk load grain products into different container sizes, 20 to 25, 30 to 35, or 40 to 45 foot containers, with varying capacities, as you can see, depending on whether you're doing high cubes or low cubes of those sizes. And it says you can move them with the loaders from the Platinum expansion, so that's, I believe, is what is shown here. And you can stack them as well. You just do have to make sure that you don't try to stack containers of different sizes, but I think that pretty much applies in real life as well. I think that causes you some issues. One of the areas that doesn't get represented that well in the farming simulator community tends to be South America, but here's a vehicle, Lizard Bandeirante Brazil, that is styled after vehicles you would use in that location. So here you've got a look at it. For starter tractors, we've got Lizard T30, which is a $19,500 30 horsepower tractor. So setting aside the issues that I've raised multiple times in various videos on my channel about the fact that the continuous 3-year update of Farming Simulator that then zeroes out the mods causes us to lose things that we had and loved before, once in a while we get something back to fill one of those gaps, and this is one of those times. We have FS22, who has given us realistic animal losses. So if you recall, in FS19, if animals weren't fed, they could die. You could lose everything if you neglected your farm. And for things like FSN that are real-time servers, if you went away and your cows weren't fed, you could come back and have no cows left because they all passed away due to lack of food. This adds a little bit more of a dynamic to it in that cows can pass away at old age, and they can also pass away if their health is low, and certainly if they have no food. So you can see here the details. Because it doesn't display anything older than 60 months, that's considered old age, so there's a factor in there. When there's a health under 25, so you've got the health bar for several hours, there's a low probability of them dying. And then if there's no food for several hours, you have a high probability. And then this is an example, and it works across multiple animals, as you can see. So there's cow pasture and the chicken coop, and it tells you in this case they lost 1 cow because of age and 2 chickens because of age. So a really wonderful mod if you want to add that back into your gameplay so that you can't just ignore your barn for 3 years and come back and have all your animals there. So if you've been looking for something small to work your grass with, the John Deere Mini Pack might be exactly what you're looking for. So as you can see here, you've got a few things. You're going to have a mower, a sweeper, and a couple trailers. If you want more freedom in your ability to place fences anywhere takes care of that. All the restrictions that say too steep, too short, or too close are removed here. You can really run things very, very close to objects, and even to things like hedges, for example. Now, this mod here doesn't introduce something entirely new into the production chains. It's chocolate, which we are able to produce in-game already in some of the locations. However, this just produces chocolate. So, normal recipe of milk and sugar. 1 milk and 1 sugar gives you 1 chocolate. Another mod from the South American variety, South Brazilian warehouses, gives you some warehouses that look a little different than some of the things that are standard in the game. And it also includes a multi-fruit silo, where here you have an interior shot of that. And there you have it. Quite a few things to make up for a pretty sparse week last week. Hope you enjoyed something there, and we'll take a look at it, and I'll see you next time.